It's actually time for Cherylyn Bands.
Hi Chuckies, Cherylyn Bands here. Brand new YouTube. As you know, the last few weeks I've been doing my Snapchat Q&A part 6 YouTubes. Thank you for everyone what said nice stuff and enjoyed it. And for the people what didn't, well, I don't know, go fuck yourself. The amount of carry on. We want stories time. We want stories time. If you want stories time, go and make your own YouTubes and tell your own fucking stories. But I wanted to do the Snapchat Q&A. I put a lot of effort into it. And if you don't like it, well, tough fucking shit. In a way, the Snapchat Q&As are lots of little story times. So I basically gave you what you wanted anyway, but whatever. Everyone hates me, I'm used to it. Anyway, so I am doing a story time now. This YouTube is actually a bit of a continuation of another YouTube that I've done before. The Caramilk Mole. I'm sure most of you have seen it, but if you haven't seen it, stop this YouTube right here. Go and search for the Caramilk Mole. I'll put it in the comments below and go and watch that. Then watch this one. But if you're going to be lazy, you know, long story short, back when Caramilk was out, the chocolate, what was white chocolate with caramel juice through it, something like that, I wanted to get it. I was going to the mall every day and some bitch called Megan getting every single one every day and not leaving none for any bastard. So we got in a bit of a fight. I did a YouTube about it. She was going there every day getting every single block of it, and me, the arsehole, had to miss out. But luckily one of my Chucky boys, Fabutrash, was kind enough to send me a few blocks of it. It was absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful Caramilk. Bring it back, Cadbury's. Bring it back, Cadbury's. We love your Caramilk. Bring it back, please. Yeah, but this Megan, I actually saw her last week. Actually, you know what? I saw her last year as well when I had me broken foot when I fell off the fence. I did see her at the mall. You know, I ran into her and I gave her a little smirk, and then I walked past and she says, Cherylyn Barnes. Turned around and I said, oh, you see my little YouTube, did you? And she said, yeah, I did. Quite cruel. I said, it wasn't cruel, darling. I was just telling the truth. And she says, you're lucky I don't take it to the security of the mall. You know, and I was thinking, you're lucky I was in a fucking moon boot because I would have broken your jaw. But, you know, at the same time, I was in no position to be getting in fist fights. I'm sure I could have smashed her, but you never know. And I was injured. So you know, we left it at that. All right, so last week, where do I start? I was at home and I was working on one of my hacks. I love getting stuff from Kmart and just hacking it. I follow this Facebook site on my Facebook where people put all the different hacks into it, what they do from Kmart. I did one and it was, you get the Christmas lights for the Christmas trees and whatnot, and you get a fish bowl. All of this is at Kmart. And you put the lights inside the bowl and you've got yourself a lamp. So that was one of mine. Someone actually did steal it and said it was their hack, but it was my idea. I was the one who wrote in the comments how to do it. You know, so everyone's congratulating this picture. It was my idea. But anyway, there was this hack what I saw, what I wanted to do, where they got this painting of a lady, face on the side, and then they got the flowers from Kmart. They cut the leaves off it and just got the flowers and glued it on the painting's hair, the lady's hair in the painting. And I thought, that looks absolutely fucking gorgeous. I'm actually going to go and do it myself. You know, so I'd been to Kmart and I got all the bits and pieces and I was at home and I was chopping it all up and I started gluing the flowers on the hair. It was looking really good. You know, and Desiree bounces and she says, you know what would be better? And I said, if you left the fucking room. She goes, no, seriously. I said, what? And she goes, get those flowers and put one on her eye. I said, no, don't be stupid. She goes, no, do it. It'll look really good. So I got the hot glue and I've got one of the white flowers and I stuck it right in the middle of her eye. You know, and then Desiree starts pissing herself laughing. I said, what? And she goes, I was only fucking joking. And I said, yeah, good one, fuckhead. So then I picked the flower off and then I tried to pick the glue off, but it was like taking off some of the painting. The lady's eye was coming off with the glue, and I thought, You fucking idiot. You're a fuckhead. What a fucking waste. $20 down the drain. I've got to go and get fucking new stuff now, you know, so it was fucked. You know, I fucked it because of her. No, I guess it's my own fault. I mean, look at her. She fucks everything up. She fucks her life up. She fucked her daughter's life up. Now she's trying to fuck my life up. Anyway, lesson learned. When it comes to hacks, it's another thing what Desiree can't do. So I really wanted to do this hack, so I went to the mall again, and so at first I stopped in Woolies because I wanted to grab a few bits and pieces. I got the Doritos for my husband, Terry. I got porridge because they had it on special, so you could get the big bowls of it. There was $6 for that. And the poppers. I got poppers for Nathan because when he comes over he loves to have poppers, so I like to have them in the fridge for him. Poppers, it's for the Americans. Poppers here, it's not the same thing what it means over there. You guys call it a juice box. Give me some of your juice box. Yeah, but we call it poppers. For the Aussies, poppers in America is actually, it's this stuff. They get on cam, sniff this stuff for hours on end, pulling themselves. Bloody rat bags. But no, poppers, I meant like a juice box. And Nathan's normal, you know, he wouldn't do that stuff anyway. Anyway, I wanted to get the poppers, the juice boxes for Nathan. So I got a 6-pack of the tropical ones. I put them in the trolley. You know, then I just got a few other bits and pieces. So I put that in the trolley, paid for it, and I just held onto the trolley because I knew I was going to Kmart, so it would be easier just to grab all the stuff, put it in the trolley. So I was going to Kmart, and as I was walking in, I saw Megan, the Caramilk Mole, walking out. I wasn't going to go overboard. I just had a bit of a laugh. I said, "Hi, Porky." And she just ignored me and kept walking out. I went in, I got the flowers, and then I went to the bit with the paintings, and they were all out of the one with the lady with the one what I wanted, with the lady. So once again, Desiree being a dickhead has made my life difficult. You know, I just thought, I've got to go to a different Kmart and see if they've got it. Maybe I'll go to the reject shop and see if they've got, because, you know, sometimes they've got nice paintings there as well. People like to put shit on the reject shop, but if you look at the paintings what's at Kmart and you look at the paintings what's at the reject shop, they're just as good. So anyway, I just bought the plastic flowers at Kmart. So when I left Kmart, I saw Megan again, and she was with this other bird, and I thought, all right, I'll just keep my head down. So, you know, I didn't try and start anything, and I just went and got a coffee at Pat. So I was having a laugh with Pat, and I can tell he loves talking to me. So he made me coffee, I gave him a kiss, and then I went to the reject shop. I went to the paintings. I didn't like any of them. It was all just like the beach and the Eiffel Tower, and it was, I really wanted one with a lady. So I thought, right, I'll go back to Kmart and I'll ask them if they've got any more of the lady out the back, or if they know when they'll get any more in, if they can call elsewhere and see if they've got it. So as I was walking out of the reject shop, up walks the Porky's mate. She said, "Hi, Cherylyn Barnes." I said, "Hi." She says, "Where are you going?" I said, "Kmart, actually." She goes, "No, you're not." I thought, all right. I said, "Where am I going?" She goes, "You're not going anywhere right now." I said to her, "Get out of the way, please." And she says, "You like picking on people, do you?" And I could hear Porky in the back, "Come on, just stop it, just drop it, just drop it." Fucking pussy. So then she sort of like pushes my trolley out of the way and she walks up to me and she's got a finger in my face like this. She's like, "You want to pick on people, do you? You want to pick on people? What if I pick on you?" And Megan's going, "Bianca, stop it. Just leave it. Just leave it." And she says, "You're a fucking bully, going on the net and doing a YouTube about it." She says, "Do you know my sister has a disability?" I said, "She does not." And she says, "A few years ago she had a stroke and now you're picking on her." I said, "Darling, I've got asthma." She goes, "All right, well, let's pick on you too then with your disability." And then she starts looking in my trolley. She says, "What you got there?" And I just looked at her. She says, "Oh, we got some fake tacky flowers for a fake tacky bitch like you." She says, "Oh, what are you going to go and tell your fans on your YouTube site?" And I said, "Yeah, I probably will, actually." And she goes, well, let's give him something to talk about. So she fucking got the Doritos out of the trolley, opened them up, and she grabbed a handful of them, put them in a big fucking mouth. And I said to her, I don't care, they're my husband's. And she goes, well, what if we start throwing them at you, like you were throwing chocolate at my sister? So then she picks them up and she starts throwing Doritos at me. She was starting to fucking piss me off, but I was just trying to keep me cool, and I was just like dusting off the orange crumbs off my jumper. And while I was doing that, she starts fucking throwing them at my face. You know, and this went on, I reckon, a minute, bullying me, throwing chips at me in the face. Eventually I had enough and I just looked at her and I just said, fuck off, bitch, or I will fuck you up. You know what she said to me? She says, no, cunt, you won't. So I got me trolley and I said, fucking move out of my way right now. And she said, no. She goes, I'll move when you say sorry to my sister. I said, I've had a fucking gutful now. I'm not saying sorry to your sister. I said, get out of my fucking way right now. And she was just fucking laughing at me. So I thought, you did it to yourself, bitch. So I got me trolley and I just pushed it. She didn't like that. She grabbed the end of the trolley and she pushed it back towards me. She smashed me right in the pelvis. And Porky's just like, please stop. Karen, stop fighting, it's alright. And I fucking fell backwards, I fell onto my ass. It still fucking hurts actually, but, you know, I didn't let on to any of that. I just sat there trying to compose myself. She's just walking around, trying to intimidate me, and she fucking ripped my pussy ears off my head and chucked them at the bin. Didn't go in the bin, it just fell off the bin. It was a little bit humiliating, I was in pain, you know, and I was just sitting there because I didn't know if I'd try to get back up, would she push me over? So she walked to me trolley and I started to stand up because she was a bit away from me, and then she got the Doritos, she twisted it shut and then she started crunching them all up, and then she opened it up and she fucking tipped it all over everything in the trolley, like most of them were just fucking falling on the floor. So she gives me this stupid smirk and she said, don't fuck with my sister. And I just said, watch what I say about you sluts on my YouTube site now. So it was like me and her, and my trolley was in between us, and she's going, all right, what do we have here? And she started reaching into my trolley and so I swung it out of the way. And then she reached it back in front of her, and then she reaches in again. And so she reaches in, grabs the poppers, and I moved the trolley away. So she flung her arm up like this. The poppers, the 6-pack of poppers, flung out of her hand, you know, and it was like everything then just went in slow motion. Like I was watching the poppers and then it lands in a fucking baby's pram. Everything just fucking froze. Fucking Bianca, she didn't even know what happened then. And then all of a sudden this baby starts screaming. Bianca turns around to look what happened. The baby's screaming. It just started getting louder and louder. It was like that real blood-curdling sort of baby scream. I looked at the mum and she was with her friend or her sister or something, and another little girl as well. She was a bit older. They're all islanders or something, Samoan or Fijian or something, you know. They were not dainty girls. They were in shock. They were panicked and looking around trying to figure out what happened. She goes, checks the baby's all right, and she puts her hand in and pulls out this 6-pack of poppers, you know, and they're looking around all confused, like trying to figure out who the fuck would throw poppers at a baby. And they were looking at me, and I just thought, wasn't me, it was her. At this point, Porky's just backing off, like she knows what's going. She might have a disability, but she knew what was going to happen. So the mum got the baby, it was still screaming, and she gave it to the little girl, like I would assume it was the older sister or something, and she said, watch her. And then the mum and the friend, sister, whatever it was, started walking towards us, and I thought, fucking here we go. And then one of the other ladies in the food court, she says, the tall one, it was the tall one with the short hair. So that was nice of her to do that, because I thought they were about to attack me. So they came over, and Bianca, she didn't even get a fucking chance to explain herself. They just built the absolute fuck out of her. Absolutely fucking flogged her. I was surprised to see how quickly, you know, an eye gets swollen. They tackled her to the ground, and the mum's just fucking belting her in the head. Fucking boop, boop, boop. just would not fucking stop. And I thought, fucking hell, that was almost me. You know, and Megan's fucking screaming and carrying on at this point. She runs over, she's trying to pull him off her. And then the friend of the mum, she starts fucking belting Porky up as well. You know, both sisters, they were just fucking concussed on the ground. So I was going, go on, teach him a lesson, go on. And the friend, she snaps her head at me and she says, you're lucky we don't smash you. I said, they were just picking on me. And she goes, no, it doesn't matter. She says, the way you're carrying on, a baby got hurt. And then she turns around and starts fucking belting into him again. And then, before you know it, the security guards come from the mall and they started pulling the Islander girls off Bianca and Porky, Megan. Baby's still screaming, and they got escorted out. And the security guard said to me, I don't think he realised that they were my enemies. He said, you three wait here and when we come back, we'll be able to get you guys looked at. And I said, all right. So that the Island girls, they were getting escorted out. You know, and I walked up to the dickheads on the ground and I said, oi, lamb karma, what's it taste like? Lamb karma. So I said, enjoy your day, ladies. And I just walked off. So I called Terry to come and get me, and I was telling him what happened. You know what he said to me? He says, and you didn't even get me a new bag of Doritos. I said, I almost got gang bashed at the mall, and all you care about is Doritos. Anyway, moral of the story, do not fuck with me. I might not even have to lay a finger on you, but at the end of the day, life finds a way. Anyway, let's leave it at that. You can actually add me on my Facebook site, www.facebook.com/CherylynBarnesAU for Australia. You can actually add me on my Twitter site, @CherylynBarnes, #Caramilk bitch, #moles at the mall, #fuck off, #lamb karma. Sorry. Add me on my Instagram site as well, please. Please add my Instagram site. I love posting on my Instagram site, @CherylynBarnes. Make sure you click like on this YouTube, click subscribe, and make sure you click the alarm clock as well, so you'll be able to see when my YouTubes come out in the future days as well. But let's leave it at that. I hope you like this YouTube. Let me know in the comments what else you want to see, because it's hard trying to come up with ideas all the time by yourself. So let's leave it at that. Pussy kiss. And ciao for now, my chookies.
Wait, I'm trying to live my life, I need to act like a warrior. Troll up my ass, hip, boot terrier. Loser in the basement, stay behind your barrier. You are inferior, mama is superior. Now I don't